Hello, this is John Piper with the weekend video, and it's Saturday the 16th of June. Starting with FTSE today, it's got a very clear pattern, actually one of the clearest ones I think I've seen for a long time. We've been discussing this for a while now, we've given you plenty of warning of what's going on here. I've labelled the waves, so we've got 1, 2, 5 part 3, 4 and 5 down to 1. I even actually added on the minus 300. It's actually, I think, 296 or something, but I think it's easier to think in round terms, I think, and also these things aren't that precise. I'm not expecting an actually precise move of down 300 points. Then got a very clear A, B, C, and now the sell-off, which should at least hit 7.5, which is the equivalent 300 points off the peak, approximately. Right, the peak came in on the 14th of June. The on expiry it's plus or minus 2 days, so that fits in that window pretty well. And we've got this very impulsive decline right now. And clearly a bounce is coming at some point, but this looks like a classic peak. And if it turns out to be the peak, i.e. the peak's actually in, then we could see a much bigger fall than just down to 7.5. But 7.5 is my minimum expectation. Of course, I must always add that doesn't mean to say the market will oblige with that, but that's what the chart patterns are telling me at the moment. Showing the Dow, we had the peak back here in January. A, B, C, a different count to the futures which we were looking at before. Well, slightly different, not huge different. Followed by another A, B, now an A, B, C. So calling for another C wave decline, a very similar pattern really. I mean, the DAX fell from around 266 down to 234, 3,200 points, so 22,000 is sort of in range here, so again could be a very significant move. Let's have a look at the shorter term. By the way, there's no real clear wave pattern here. It looks fairly impulsive in parts, bit of a bounce, see how it comes out next week, but certainly a good case that the peak is actually in there. So we need to see some confirmation and a good selling opportunity. Right, look at the DAX. We have the 5 waves down to here. We've discussed that. The ABC up to the 78.6 level, which is here. We've discussed that. Now got 5 waves down, which we also discussed in fact, followed by this A, B, C. So the question is there sell-off confirmation that the next leg down has begun? This is actually 1 of 3 in this counting, and this is 2 of 3, so the third of a third is due to come in now, and often these do happen around expiry. Again, it's right in the right time window. Let's go down a little. This is a 5-minute chart. This is a 1 wave. This could be a 2. This could be a 1 of 3, 2 of 3, 3 of 3, 4 of 3, so we could see a 5th wave, a bit of a bounce, and then a 5th wave to complete this. That 5th wave, the 5th of 3, this will complete a 5 down, followed by a weak bounce, and then the third of a third to come in. So it ties in with what we're seeing on the FTSE certainly, and again suggests we're going to see some pretty negative action going forwards in the next couple of weeks or so. Right, on the Nasdaq, going from this peak here, it looks like we saw a irregular ABC correction here. Now we seem to see a 1, a 2, and then a 1, 2, 3, 4, with some kind of 5th wave coming in here. But it does leave one unexplained count. We haven't got the. This is a 2 wave. We need a 4 wave equivalent. So it could be the Nasdaq will fall also, but it might make up one. It may make one further high. It's a new kid on the block. It's got the FANG stocks, which are more vigorous, as a younger and more vibrant, as it were. So it may be that whereas the final peak is already in on some of the older markets, it may not be in on the Nasdaq just yet. Right. Gold's fallen sharply during the week, taking out all the stops, but hit this lower trend line, which is of some importance. The count looks like it may have become an A, B, C, then a B, and another A, B, and a final C perhaps. If so, we could go a bit further as the A wave 1325 down to 1280, about 45 points. So 1260 is on the cards. Basically, I remain long of stocks, bullion, etc. I'll look to add spread bets and to see some evidence that a low is actually in here. Nothing much to go on right now. Alright, finally Bitcoin. We've got a low at 6.1 now, so we're testing the 6,000 level quite closely. This looks like an ABC, suggesting that we're going to fail and go lower, so I think 6,000 is probably going to break. I think we're going to see a good buying opportunity. I'm not quite sure when. We had some good news from the SEC during the week in that Ethereum has been cleared as not being a security. That could have been a huge problem for the whole space, really. That's good news, but it looks to me like we have got a further low to come at this point. Right, that's all for today. I found it interesting and useful. Back to the report on Tuesday morning for subscribers. Have a great weekend. Thanks for listening, and bye for now.